All right, welcome to another episode of me just figuring stuff out as we go. Here's the issue. You got here your regular refrigerator, that water, ice, blah, blah, blah. But what I've been finding is that I have a cup with ice in it. There are little particles at the bottom of the cup afterwards. I don't know what's going on. So I'm going to see if I can take out this whole thing and clean it. What I'll be looking for, if something's getting in there, I don't know if it's getting in there through the water line or if there's a part in there that's getting corroded. It's probably 7 or 8 years old, so it may just need replaced or it may need cleaned. We're just gonna figure it out as we go. So first thing we're gonna do is gonna take this out. I've already emptied the ice. I'm not seeing anything in here though as far as particles. But within here, I am seeing like this. That's not good. And it makes me wonder if the bottom is rubbing. And we take it, put it in and take it out, but I am not seeing any wear or tear on this. Oh, it's fine. So right there is the turning mechanism. Up there is where the cubes are made. I'm wondering if that's dirty up there. So again, I've never done this before, but I assume that comes out. I'm gonna Google it really quick. I'm gonna get the model number off of there and Google it and see if I can find instructions on how to remove that. What happens to me a lot of times is mid-project, I come up with a splinter project. So right now I'm realizing that it might be beneficial to have all the items, the microwave, refrigerator, washer, dryer, make a document in Drive, Google Drive, and put in their brand and their model numbers, all that thing. So if I'm ever out and about and I need that information, I can just get on my phone and access it. And that way also, if for whatever reason I'm not home, my wife needs it, it's available to the whole family. And it's also a good idea to record any maintenance you do yourself, any parts you replace, so that if it ever gets to a point where it's a process is too hard for you to fix and you need to call somebody in, he or she is gonna ask some history on it. You'll be able to pull up and say, 2 years ago I replaced this, blah, 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 blah. So that's a good idea. Sorry, I just can't stop thinking about all the benefits of this. Also, like this model number, these serial numbers are really, really long. And so it's beneficial to have them readily available. That way you can just copy and paste if you're searching for old manuals, or if you're searching for parts. Okay, I just Googled remove ice maker from, put the model number, and there's a video here where it says Frigidaire ice maker broken again, and fix it YouTube video. So I'm gonna watch that video real quick, see if it gives me some info. Okay, this guy's video is pretty good. He happens to have the exact same refrigerator and freezer I do, and ice maker obviously. So he's done a good job of explaining step by step. I don't think I need to take out the whole thing. I'm gonna start with just the ice tray and see if I can find dirt in the trays or any wear and tear. I'm gonna start there. We'll see what happens. Okay, step one, we're turning the power off. And I'm gonna start by taking off this little contraption right here with this screw and this screw here. Okie dokie, next we're gonna take out this little housing. It just kind of houses some of the wiring. Okay, so I've run into an interesting problem. It happens, and then I have to get kind of inventive on how to fix it. For instance, I love this little set I have here. I've had this for years, and it has all the little attachments, and it's ratcheted, and I've used it many, many times. The problem is I can't get that, so I gotta find an extension. So we've got this drill and drive set here. It's got some different little extenders here I think I'm gonna see if I can use. Okay, found a combination that works. Voila. Next, I'm gonna just disconnect these guys. You do have to be careful. The power is off, but it still has power. Okay, that's done. Now, supposedly this just pulls out. Just like that. And in order to really get this out, there's 2 zip ties. I just gotta snip. So make sure you've got zip ties for when you put it back in. I'm gonna go double check that now before I actually do it. Okay, I got my 2 zip ties. So I'm gonna have to stick some scissors back there and snip those very carefully. I imagine putting these back on is gonna be really difficult though, especially because there's one right there and then one way in the back. That's gonna be really hard to get to. Okay, straight up, this is really hard. It's hard to get to that. Broke that one. There. Okay, got that out. We got ice in there. So one of the first things I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take the ice out. I'm gonna let that melt, see if I see anything, but then also look in here. I don't see anything. It doesn't look, maybe it just needs cleaned. Okay, I don't know if you can see this, but there are tiny particles. See their little blue thing? I'm seeing little white things in there. Don't know what that is. It does, there's like a little bit of dust or something in there. And way in the back, there's some straight up dirt. So I'm just going to assume that this fan, this fan is taking particles from the refrigerator in over 8 years building up in here. So I'm gonna clean that out really well. I'm gonna clean the ice tray out really well. I'm gonna clean this out really well and set it all back up, make some ice, and still see if I see particles. If I do, then that means it's coming in through the water line, so. Okay, everything put back together. That's in. Power on. And it'll probably be a few hours before I get ice, so I'll be back. Okay, I'm gonna call this a success. I had some ice, melted it down. It's clean and clear, nothing in there. So, success. Thanks for watching and good luck on figuring out your stuff.